In 2004, Image On Food Ltd needed to move away from their collection of Excel spreadsheets and, after dismissing bakery-specific software as too inflexible, selected 123insight. They implemented the system at the same time as the BRC quality standard, and after going live, they improved lead time accuracy from 2 weeks to 3 days, eradicated stock level errors, and reduced low shelf life stock by 5%. This 10 years on case study catches up with the company after moving premises, a double-dip recession, and significant turnover increase to see how 123insight has helped their business. Image On Food, based in Market Drayton, Shropshire, implemented 123insight in 2004 with 10 licenses after their series of Excel spreadsheets failed to provide good traceability, stock information and accurate lead time predictions, almost costing the company 2 major clients. At the time, Managing Director Tim Hopcroft evaluated a production system specific to the bakery industry but found that it wasn't flexible enough for their business. Since then, and despite a double-dip recession, the company has grown significantly, although still subscribes to the same 10 licenses, as the number of admin staff has not needed to be increased.
Last year was very short, just shy of 1.4 million. I think we've got the same staff, but the job roles become more defined.
Although turnover has increased dramatically, stock has increased by just 20%. Tim cites that in addition to only buying what they need, another reason for this is down to visibility of slower moving items.
One thing it does highlight is redundant stock. It's just small things like ribbon. If we've got a colour that we've got 20,000 pieces in, and you can say, well, hang on, that's not been used for a year, so let's put it on one of the lines and then we can use that instead of buying others.
The company has to comply with the British Retail Consortium quality standard, but since implementing 123insight, audits have never been a problem.
We just had an audit last week and you're given 4 hours to do a forward and backward trace within 20 minutes. And that was taking the time as well.
123insight's monthly subscription model means that Image On Food always has access to the latest version without any software upgrade costs. A recent update included a new implode feature which Tim found extremely useful.
The implode trace is just phenomenal because we can literally get a batch of dried egg whites that will last us probably 3 months and will go into over 300,000 parts. And we'll know with each individual gingerbread man which that batch of dried egg whites is going to.
Tracking of customer conversations was something that Image On Food had previously stored in Outlook contact and notes fields, but a subsequent upgrade to 123insight CRM Plus means that everything is now in one place.
What that's meant is probably definitely a speed thing for when you're working in the office or an admin space. Obviously, when you're raising quotes, it links directly into the customer contact, automatically sets you an action to follow up on the quote, and also gives us follow-up notes on there. We can log on to when we sent out mail shots, quickly download the list of email addresses for online mail shots or postal addresses for sending out new brochures. We obviously use the actions constantly, so we can find that we can go to any customer, see what actions are available for that customer and then get in touch with them. It's also very useful because it's not just stored on someone's memory. That was a big thing before, is that someone might be dealing with one customer, have a conversation one day, and another member of staff might speak to them a couple of days later but not know about the previous conversation. We store all notes about any conversations on there, and anyone's able to access then that customer contact notes and get currently up-to-date notes of what's been happening with that customer.
The company has in-house SQL expertise and has expanded on 123insight's functionality by drawing live information from its databases along with their own and then reshaping it in Excel. This has helped them to reach other targets, such as reducing the number of tools on the shop floor.
Well, so we'll give you a tool number, the query will say, give me all works orders, tell me what tools I need for the week. Whereas before we'd still, was it 200 tools in the bakery? Now there's only what we need for the week, all the rest upstairs. So the bakery's now got more space. So it was part of the full picture of clearing all the clutter out of the production areas, putting them all away, cataloguing them all, but then only issuing what they need for the day.
Gemma added that the possibility for human error has also been reduced, as not only are there less tools on the shop floor, but also works orders have a picture of the finished product, adding further clarity. As a result of tighter control on stock, and more importantly job run times, Image On Food is much more confident in the accuracy of their product pricing.
We can confidently take risks. Because we're moving into sort of a different league now. There's someone saying, well, if I order 50,000, can we have it 5p cheaper? And we can say, we'll look at the history, yeah, we can do that. Or no, we can't. And it works the other way as well, because we had one today, didn't we? They had a quote for 10,000 pieces, but all of a sudden they only want 3,000. Well, we can run that, well, hang on, the setup costs are this, the tooling cost is this. No, it's going to cost you this.
The company has revamped their previous bonus scheme as a result of staff feedback to be performance-based, and the shop floor data control provides all of the raw information required to calculate this.
There was sort of frustration, especially in the decorating department, that they felt that some people were working at 150% and some people were working at 50%, and yet they're getting the same rate of pay. So what the part of the decorating bonus is that to get the bonus you have to be able to decorate over 50% of the lines we do. That's ensuring that everybody gets trained on every single line, everybody has a chance to decorate every single line, and it expands their decorating skill base. And then to answer the staff question of that, I don't see it's fair that some people are getting paid, we're getting paid the same when people are working just as hard. We then do it then over 100%. If they're over 100% on the line, so they get that extra bonus for it.
Image On Food receives a regular visit from 123insight customer care staff, and this has proven extremely useful over time, with each visit helping to identify new ways to use the software.
When Simon comes in and he watches what he's doing, you can do this or you can do that, and it's just little things, but it makes such a big difference.
I think it's almost being able to show someone what your problem is as well, rather than having to do screenshots or explain it over the phone.
Although the company has subscribed to 123insight for well over a decade, Tim still feels that he gets value for money over the traditional approach of purchasing a system.
When we first bought it, the subscription model was good because you're getting something for a lot of money, but you're not outlaying it all in one go, which is what your model was, wasn't it? And I think at the time you were probably groundbreaking in the subscription service, but now it's subscription everything, isn't it? So it's the way of the world. Even if you buy some of the latest software, if you can buy it, which isn't that easy, you still got to buy updates and support and everything else. So that's the way it is now, isn't it? So you have to value that monthly payment is giving value to the business. You haven't got to justify over £30,000. You've just got to justify it month to month.
Since implementing 123insight, Image On Food has recommended the system to several other companies in the food industry, with Tim believing that the system has helped to feed their growth over the years.
It's hard to know what it was like before, to be honest with you, because we're going back such a long while. I dread to think what it would be like if we weren't using it. We have a business plan. We were on 1.4 million last year. We're hoping for 1.6 this year. We've got another couple of products we're hoping to launch this year, which are not decorated or biscuit led, and really just to make the business more easier to run.